So we're working our way into the interior, taking everything apart in the back seat to track down the mold and mouse issue, and then we're gonna move forward. But there's one right there. Is another mouse nest, and that's a lot of smell. That is a lot of smell. It looks like they chewed a hole in the bottom of the seat. We're gonna take this back seat piece out now, and it's just two 10mm bolts, one on the left side, one on the right side, and then it kind of just pulls up and right out. It takes a little bit of force, but a little bit of wiggling comes right out. Oh my God, the smell coming out. All right, so first things first, let's dispose of this sound deadening. It is soaked, and I'm only hoping that's water, but I doubt very much that that is water. Most people would pass up doing this car. Not me. So there's some more under here that they've made a nest with. Damn, they fucking really made a nest. All right, so let's get this piece out. Oh, that was not very tight. I guess it's... Take this piece out. Now we are dealing with another mouse nest underneath the speaker system. I hate mice, but it's a good thing we're doing this, because this smell would have never gone away if we had not. Okay, so it looks to be mouse urine. That yellow liquid down there, it could be dirty water, but it looks like our floor pan is wet too. It's not horribly wet, but it is wet. Oh God, that fucking stinks really bad. So the next step is get these two seats out. All right, let's find out together. $0.75. Sweet. We are going to remove the carpet, and we are going to clean this out of the car, which means I have to remove... Oof, that smells terrible. There's more mouse nest over here. I'm actually shocked that this car doesn't have wiring issues with the amount of... Oh my... Packing it in there. I mean, I can't even get it out. I can't even fit my hand in there to get it all out. We got a lot of work to do. Looks like we got ourselves another friggin' mouse nest. Another one. Not very big. There's also a little bit back there. So now we're gonna pull the rug out. I just gotta get one more piece out, and there's some little clamps in here holding the rug in. So we'll get this out, get these little clips out on both sides, and then we will pull the rug out. All right, so here we are, carpet's out. So what we'll do is, there's a product that you can get called Clorox Urine. Really good at getting rid of mouse debris. Now the next adventure is taking the blower motor out, because that's where he found the first nest. And usually it's pretty easy to get to this. We'll empty that out and look in there, see what we can find. But every time you turn the vents on, a bunch of bad smells come out. So that's the next adventure. All right, so here's the before. This is the driver's side. Okay. Okay. And this is after thorough pressure washing, urine removal treatment, degreaser. Nice and clean. Doesn't smell in the areas that it smelled before, but there was a lot of mouse pee right there, so we're gonna retreat that area and let it soak while I clean the other side. And then this like bluish color you see here, sun fading. You can't really help it in these rugs. I'm not gonna be re-dyeing them, I'm just cleaning them. All right, that's it for cleaning the top side. We're gonna hang it up, flip it around, and soak the back with the urine remover, and we're gonna let that dry. And then we'll flip it around. By that time, the sun will have made it to the wall where the hanger is, and we'll be able to dry this rug completely today. So it's hanging, and you can see, look at all that crap that's draining out of the rug, draining out of the foam. I soaked this stuff with the urine remover. As you see, it's foaming up down here because it's reacting with the aluminum because it is an acidic cleaner. And we're just gonna rinse it off, not with the turbo nozzle, with just the green. I would suggest a white tip, but I can't find mine. So we're gonna rinse these insulation mats off, and we're gonna let this thing hang and drip dry all day. It's supposed to be about 70 today, so we should be able to get everything nice and dry and clean. Everyone always likes to see what the soup looks like. Yuck. Now for the inside, we can just use plain old outdoor bleach and bleach everything. Seatbelt. Make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. I shouldn't have to tell you that. Sure. Acting with the urine, and the mold, and it's creating this very weird smell. Don't do this. You want to make sure you fucking saturate everything, especially in here. There was a nest over here, so we want to make sure we get all of that. Reacting with a bunch of mouse piss. All right, now we're just gonna let this sit. This is a water injection tool we use to flush all the bleach and basically pressure wash the interior without introducing a whole bunch of water. Got done cleaning the spare tire compartment, which was really bad. So we bleached it, and then we degreased it, rinsed it, wiped it down. Now it's absolute. This was all full of water, mouse piss, mouse droppings, you name it. All right, we have the interior reassembled, put back in the car. Carpets are nice and clean. We do still have a little bit of odor. That's because the rug, unfortunately, just needs to be replaced. Cleaned it about 4 times, extracted it 2 times, still can't get all of the smell out. We did leave the passenger seat out and put an ozone machine in here. We took apart, and I still have some assembly to do in here. We took apart the blower motor and the airbox underneath. There was a bunch of pine needles and acorns, and then also took this piece off, and the intake is actually inside, and you have to put the vacuum line in there, and there was a bunch of stuff in there. The only thing that's going to get rid of this smell is A, a new carpet, and B, remove the dashboard and remove all of the HVAC ventilation and clean it all by hand. That is a massive undertaking with this dashboard. I can't complain. The interior's in pretty great shape. We cleaned everything very thoroughly to make sure that I got as much of the debris, if not all of the debris, out. And you could see in the video how far I went. Sometimes when cars just sit for so long, the smell is very tough to get out. The next step is, once this bumper dries, we're going to slap it back on. We're going to do all the finish work to it. There's a couple of runs, a handful of dust nibs. We're going to sand it all out, correct it, and hit it with the lights as much as possible, and then coat it, and we'll be done. And then I just have to do one more final polish to the car, coat the car, and then we are all set. And this thing will look, I wouldn't say like a brand new car, but a whole hell of a lot better than it did.